Hello YouTube, I'm back this time with a Taurus 357 Magnum revolver, model 66, stainless steel. I'm just going to be going over kind of what I like about it and what I don't like about it. I will start off with what I don't like. Okay, well, what I don't like is it's got some pretty random cylinder lockup. I will go ahead and show you that. So we'll start out with this cylinder being cylinder 1. Okay, pretty loose. Cylinder 2, tight. Cylinder 3, tight. Cylinder 4, loose. Cylinder 5, loose. Cylinder 6, loose. Cylinder 7, tight. So, well, actually it just kind of popped loose. So you can kind of see what I mean. It's got some pretty random cylinder lockup, which I'm not too stoked on that. It is a 7-shot revolver. And I have picked up this same model in other gun shops and kind of tested out the cylinder lockup, and it pretty much follows suit with this one. I've also picked up other models of Taurus revolvers, and they kind of do the same thing, which it is within tolerances. It's okay, but you just don't find that as much on like the Smith & Wesson model 686, which they say this is a copy of that, which I think it is to a certain extent, and it isn't. It will take the same speed loader that a Smith & Wesson model 686 will take, the 686 Plus, which is a 7-shot Smith & Wesson. Another thing I don't like about it is, let's see if you can see this. It's on my crappy cell phone camera. There's a pretty sharp kind of a ridge right here. It's rolled back, and it's pretty ugly. I am probably going to take a file to that and smooth that down, and that came like that from the factory. So the edges just aren't that finished. They're just kind of not great. It's also really sharp in here. It would be nice if they would have kind of rounded this edge. I mean, it's not really a spot where you're going to be having your fingers anyways, but still, it's really sharp. It also has a barrel burr. Let's see if I can put a piece of paper in here. Let's see if you can see this. Get this in here right. Yeah, I don't know if you can be able to see that, but it's about 7 o'clock in the barrel towards the front. There's a burr in there. And this is the only gun I have that has a burr in the barrel. And I've actually never seen any other gun with a burr in there. And it will not come out. So that's kind of funky. Okay, so that's pretty much the things I don't like about it. What I do like about it is the price. You find them under $500, so it's a really good price, but you can kind of see the quality that you get. Another thing I like is the trigger. It's a creep-free, pretty light brake on it, but it's creep-free, so it's a really smooth brake too. It's also got double action. It's a real heavy double action pull. The single action is really nice. I really like the trigger on this revolver. So kind of what they lack in finish and fit, they make up for in the trigger pull. It's got a nice wide hammer. So that's pretty cool. The sights are okay. It's got this weird plastic thing here in the front, which kind of collects a little bit of light. It's not like a fiber optic, but it does help a little bit. I changed the grips. I put the Hogues on. I think this is what the Smith & Wessons come with. They're just a lot more aggressive finger grooves than the ones that come on it. The only difference is, which is kind of a bummer, is you can see the metal back strap here. The factory grips cover that with rubber, so that's the only downfall to the Hogues, I would say. But I mean, I really like them. It doesn't bother my hand at all when I shoot. So, and yeah, it will take the 38 specials, or it will take a 350 Magnum, or 357 Magnum, either or. I shoot fairly well with the 38s and pretty bad with the 357s. I definitely need some more practice with the 357s. Reason being is the price of the ammo. 357 Magnums are not cheap, so got to kind of keep that in mind if you're in the market for a 357 Magnum. What I like is you kind of get two guns for one, so it's kind of a bonus. Other than that, it's got a full-length lug, under lug, which is cool. It's solid in the front too, so I'm pretty sure that's a solid piece of metal. Helps with the strength. The top, what do you call this? I don't know if it's a top strap or what you call that, but that's also solid. So it just kind of surrounds the barrel, makes it extra strong, which is good. It is a medium framed revolver, so the frame is kind of thin, to me anyways, but I guess there's not a problem with that, and they designed it for a 357 Magnum, so I trust them it will be able to handle the power. Other than that, I think the only real big difference between this, the Taurus, and the Smith & Wesson is the Taurus uses a coil spring for the hammer spring, and the Smith & Wessons, I think, use like a leaf spring style. And obviously the finish, the end result, I think, is you're going to get a little bit more quality out of the Smith & Wessons, but they are up in the $1,000 range. This is under $500 range, so I guess you can't expect too much. It's a nice gun. You can pack it out in the woods, not worry about scratching it up too much or anything like that. So for the price. And I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to go over on it. Yeah, there it is. 357 Magnum. Alright, any questions, feel free to comment, and I'll be seeing you guys later.